All right, Shalom. Call all y'all about Shalom to the left. Hey, man, Esau's stirring up more shit, man. You got all this stuff going on in Babylon that they need to fix and take care of. But meanwhile, they causing shit cross seas. They mad because they puppet that they set up over there in that region in Niger. Don't got his ass kicked out and booted out. Now they talking about calling on other nations to send them in, and they trying to get other nations to gang up. But hold on, let me get this other video. And this lesson is about the scriptures that talk about wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation. The second war is past. Behold, the third war coming quickly. Salaki. Oh, let me get to this one. Look at Moab. Oh, let me let this play. And see, Esau, that's why you have to watch different news outlets. They're trying to paint this narrative like, oh, these people need our help, and oh, we're going to cut off aid and all this other shit. Hey, these people ain't been getting no aid for real. Look at them roads. Look at how they really living over there. Look at their clothing. Which a lot of them is heathens any damn way, but you have some of our people mixed amongst them. Which I ain't going to get into that lineage topic right now. That's another topic for later. But the main thing is, this war spirit that's going out through the earth is stirring up. Now, let me get another precept. Yeah. And why is this spirit stirring up? Like, I seen a post that the celebrity, one of the Wayans brothers, I forgot which one it was. I think it was either Marlon or Sean, one of them. But they talking about, oh, let us have love instead of war. Some shit he had, some coon ass shit he put. But look, the Most High is a man of war. And people always talking about they believe in the Bible, but they only want to believe certain parts. Now it says in the book of Exodus 15:3, it says, Ha'adamai, the Lord Yahweh, that's what we're talking about, is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. So that spirit that's going out through the earth, this warlike spirit, people going against each other, that's the Most High stirring that spirit up. Now let's see. That was the precept I want to get. Book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, a time for everything. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak, a time to love, and a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. So what you see going on right now? Hey, people want all this peace. You could have been doing this peace stuff. Now it's a time for war right now. That's why you see all this stuff that's going on. And who's stirring up that spirit? Yahweh is stirring up that spirit. These prophecies are coming to pass. That's why you see all this stuff happening like that. Now let's see. Get this other video real quick. That's what I'm gonna get right here. And this was just yesterday. You know, I've been at the plantation, so I was trying to catch up with some stuff on here that's been going on. This is recent, man. On top of the damn volcanoes, that fire and shit going on in Hawaii, which I'm gonna speak on that in another lesson. But this right here, you got all this stuff going on back to back to back, man. And they keep talking about a dust storm and all this shit that's supposed to take place while hurricane season is approaching. Man, shit about to get real ugly, man. And men been warning people, so that's why when it happened, the blood gonna be on men's hands. We've been warning people, letting them know that can't nobody be like they ain't here. You either done heard it online, heard men on the corner speaking, you know, heard people that might speak on certain stuff at your jobs or in different random locations where you go at. You don't see movies, commercials, all type of stuff, podcasts. The list goes on, man. So can't nobody be like, "Oh, I ain't know this. I ain't never hear that." The word is out, man. No, let me pause that right there. And see, them Edomites over there, they all for that war shit. So they got all this technology and this equipment. They ain't got it for show. They want to use it. And the Most High gonna put the spirit on them to use it. Now, let me get a few more precepts. Book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second war is past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. Let me see. What else I'm gonna read? Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2 says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. And our people are actually scattered everywhere, still to this day. That's why you have a lot of stuff that go on, and you be like, why would somebody create that over there and somebody else over there created the same thing? Because they the same people, they got the same spirit, they come from the same lineage. It's just what it is. But with us being split up like that, it was forcefully done, not done willingly. So these nations, they got to pay for that. They all took a hand in that. And that's why the Most High stirring them up in the spirit on them to go to war so he can gather them where? Let me read on some more. Hold on. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8 said, Therefore wait ye upon me, saith I the one, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with fire of my jealousy. And the Most High gonna put the spirit on them and launch them nukes on each other and wipe each other out. That's beautiful, man. We ain't gotta go do none of that shit. They gonna wipe each other out because they so bugged out and so wicked. The Most High gonna give them what they looking for. Then at the last second, hey, the spirit can have it to where they snap out of that little trance they in. And oh, what did we just do? They're gonna wipe each other the fuck out, and then the elect gonna be delivered amongst those people. Then the elect of the elites that escape, so to speak. Well, I wouldn't call them the elect because they don't even deserve that title. The ones that's so-called meant to get up out of here and escape, they're gonna be the first fruits in the captivity. Because they got to build up New Jerusalem. Hold on, let me see. 1 minute. Let me get this other precept. Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. That's what you see happening, man. Look at the regions and the areas where all this turmoil taking place at. The Most High want to gather them all together so he can show his power. So he can show up in the midst of them with the angels. Yahweh Shah leading the charge. They're gonna be zapping and hitting shit too, because as it's written in 2nd Ezra, they're gonna be fighting each other and stop fighting each other to fight the angels and Yahweh Shah. And that's gonna be this time they get their ass zapped the fuck up. Along with the nukes. The elect gonna get delivered. The earth gonna be shook up. That prophecy gonna come to pass. Now let me read one more precept. I'm in this Book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And it's coming, man. You can see it. You paying attention and being vigilant, circumspect, actually reading and meditating on these precepts and seeing how the economy is and how they pushing different agendas and how people acting when you go out in public. They all doing, hold on. I said I was going to get that. Let me see. Because I was reading something the other day and I was just meditating on this. I want to get this. Just I'm thinking about it. You're going to see how people acting and how they moving. And you're going to know, like, oh yeah, we really in them times right now. This is really going down. Look at how these people maneuver. This book of Jude, chapter 7. In chapter 1, verse 7, Salakia, says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And see, the Most High put this, a lot of people, like, I was looking at the video the elder was talking about, which was funny. He made, the guy, Chingy, made the song, Some Keep Pulling Me Back. The one song with Tyrese singing and shit, and he on there. This dude, like Transformers. So you got the spirit of people, that Sodom and Gomorrah spirit, what it say, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. That's what people be doing, man. So they set forth for an example, basically, just like Esau set forth for an example, what not to do when you have authority over the earth. What not to do when you're ruling and got all access to all this stuff. What not to do when you set up your society. And what happened when you set it up that way or you be that way. Now verse 8 say, likewise also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. Now let me see what else I want to get into. Verse 11. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna read verse 11. I know I'm skipping around. I just want to get some of the main points in the end. So it says, woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain and ran greedily after the arrow of Balaam for reward, or Balaam for reward, and perish in the gainsaying of Kor. These are spots in your feast of charity, when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Clouds, they are without water, carried about of winds, trees whose fruit withereth, without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots, raging waves of the sea, foaming out of their own shame, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. Now verse 14, which is back up what I was just saying, with Yahweh Shah coming, with the angels. It says, and Enoch also, the 7 from Adam, prophesied of these things. And this was way back then when he prophesied this. It's just taking place now. And like the scriptures say, the day of the Lord is 1,000 years of man. So all this time been going on down here on earth, it's actually been moving faster up in the heavens. Now it says, and Enoch also, the 7 from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, their own mouths speak of greatly swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. And a lot of people do that because they got money and all this other shit, and people will see that and they just eat it up. But a person that may come lowly and, more meek and humble, you tell them you can have all the knowledge and the wisdom that the Most High bless you with. And you know what they're gonna do? Act like you ain't worth nothing. But see, the Most High got that set up perfect, man. Now, I ain't gonna read the rest of this. I can read this. Book of Jude is actually a heavy book. I love this book, definitely, for sure. I love the whole book, but there's certain chapters in here I definitely like to meditate on this and increase my faith. So I can be dealing with stuff, read through some of this stuff, boost your faith, pray for faith boosters, and other things that's righteous, And we almost out of here, man. You got people talking about 5-year plans, 10-year plans. They not paying attention to this place spiritually, man. Me, personally, because it ain't up to me. But I look at this place and I see this place don't have that much longer, man. I'd be surprised this place lasts another year, if that. I don't want righteous out. He bring judgment upon this place. He speed it up, put the charagma in motion, kick this third war off, because more than likely it's going to start because of financial reasons. And like the scriptures say, what Enoch spoke of, we get ready to see Yahushua come back with the angels. So I just want to bring this out. I don't want righteous out. This is edifying. Call all Yahweh Yahushua.